Hello everybody, welcome to Easy Studying and welcome to part 7 of Crop Production and Management class 8. So let's get on with the video. Alright, so last video I think we finished irrigation, the topic irrigation. So okay. Let's revise this paragraph because the other paragraph is not really that important. Okay, so this paragraph. The supply of The supply of water to crops at different intervals is called irrigation. This is important because this is the definition of your irrigation. So you have to remember that. What is irrigation? Irrigation is the supply of water to crops at different intervals. Okay, let's move on to the sources of irrigation. Now remember this, these are examples of sources of irrigation. The sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams, and canals. So we know this much, we have this knowledge from before. Okay, so those are sources of irrigation, sources where you can give water to your plants, to your crop. Okay, let's continue. Alright. Traditional methods of irrigation. The water available in wells, lakes, and canals is lifted up by different methods in different regions for taking it to the fields. Cattle or human labor is used in these methods. So these methods are cheaper but way less efficient. The various traditional ways are moat, pulley system. I think we've all learned about that. Then we have the chain pump. Okay. And after that we have Dhelki and Raat, which is the lever system. Let me show you the pictures of each. Rahat, not Raat. This is the moat. It is a well, and when you put this bucket inside, it comes out with water, and that way you can put out the water, give the crops water. Okay. Then we have the chain pump. This is the chain pump. Basically there's water from the water source over here, and it's going in here, and this bucket is letting out the water thanks to the wheel. Okay, saying water so many times has made me thirsty. Alright, next we have the Dhelki, which is this diagram over here. Okay, and then we have the Rahat, which is animal labor. Okay, so pumps are commonly used for lifting water. Diesel, biogas, electricity, and solar energy is used to run these pumps. Also remember Dhelki, Rahat, lever system, moat, pulley system, and chain pump, because these will come in examples of traditional methods of irrigation. So keep those in mind. Let's move on. Right. Modern methods of irrigation. Now those traditional methods we used to use before, now we're using modern methods. Okay, so modern methods of irrigation helps us to use water economically. The main methods are used as the following. Sprinkler system. You might have seen, if you're like in a garden or something like that, you might have seen in the morning, early morning, 5 or 6 o'clock, there is a sprinkler system. That means there's a machine like structure over here. It's very small, and it's like letting out water. It's a sprinkler system, drizzling water. So you might have seen it. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of us have seen it, because you can see it in your local gardens and parks. It's there early morning and late night, so evening, so you can see it like that. Okay, this system is more useful on uneven land where sufficient water is not available. The perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles on top are joined to the main pipeline at regular intervals. When water is allowed to flow through the main pipe under pressure with the help of a pump, it escapes from the rotating nozzles and it gets sprinkled onto the crop as if it's raining. Sprinklers is very useful for sandy soil. Next, we have the drip system. This system is very efficient and it saves a lot of water. In this system, the water falls drop by drop just at the position of the roots. So it is called drip system. It is the best technique for watering fruit plants, gardens, and trees. The system provides water to plants drop by drop. Water is not wasted at all. It is a boon in the regions where availability of water is poor. Boon means wish or like blessing. Okay, next we have an important topic, which is protection from weeds. Weeds is a really important topic, so pay attention. Okay, in a field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the crop. These undesirable plants are called weeds. Okay, so keep this in mind, because this is the definition of weeds. Okay, keep that in mind. Alright, let's move on. The removal of weeds is called weeding. Now that is the definition of weeding. In your exam it can come for 1 mark or half a mark, that what is weeding, and it can come like, what is weeding? Okay, define the following. What is weeding? What is manuring? What is some more processes? What is photosynthesis? So it can all come. You have to keep them in mind, and this can be like a 1 mark question, something like that. Okay, so what is weeding? Weeding is the removal of unnecessary undesirable plants called weeds. Weeding is the removal of weeds, or weeding is the removal of unnecessary plants called weeds. Okay, weeding is necessary since weeds compete with the crop plant for water, nutrient, space, and light. That means when the plant is there, the weeds take up all the nutrition, the water, the space, the light, the air from the plant. So the plant cannot grow nice and healthy. So that's why removal of weeds is really important. Farmers adopt many ways to remove weeds and control their growth. Tilling before sowing of crops helps in uprooting and killing of weeds, which may then dry up and get mixed with the soil. So remember, this paragraph is quite important, because this is telling you the different types of ways where you can remove weeds, and the different types of ways that farmers have adapted to remove these weeds. Okay, so I think we can end the video over here for now. This is page number 10 now. So we have 2 more pages and then we're done with the chapter. So I think it should be done by part 9 or by part 10. So yeah, it should be done by today. So yeah. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.